good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw went a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Gun, Eckler running it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And just shedding him off there. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Let's get here. Check 15, check 15.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Nice pick.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Mike 9, Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over here.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former Bronco All-Pro Chris Harris.
Come on, let's go.
We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second and 8 coming up. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 78 yards. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check!
Under 10! Under 10!
Here's Bridgewater. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Ready, break. 53, check 53.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That's where you belong.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
49, guys.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Get in the weight room. Safe.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Bridgewater to Fant. First down, Broncos.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rip left. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Here we go, G.
Bridgewater. Going right back to Fant. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Defense wins championships, baby. 49 the mic. 49's the mic.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Out of time. Showtime, let's get off the field.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch the curls. Mike 9.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches at the 2-yard line.
Hey, watch number 5. Watch number 5.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Andrew Beck as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to take another shot here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would want. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down. Alert.
Now Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Now Gordon on first down. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Bang out, bang out. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check. Delta.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. They're only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Two times.
No. 3 down.
Bridgewater now. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check 24.
Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Broncos 21, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Los Angeles.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Draw play. It's Eckler. Gets around him, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, Chargers.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flush to his right. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Now a give running left is Eckler. He'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And
he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19,
On the give, this is Eckler. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem.
Jalen Guyton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down. The bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On second down, Gordon once more. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 9, Mike 9. Bang out, bang out, bang out. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
All day, punk. Shit.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Brandon Mendes for the Bronco field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
The Charger drive about to get going. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Herbert. He's got Eckler. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. Herbert gonna throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing, Herbert.